It's best game show ever. On this episode, online multiplayer is all fun and games until someone commits one of these. It's Multiplayer Faux Pas.
Multiplayer faux pas is just, it can be summed up in 2 words. Asshole shit.
Jumping into a Minecraft server and setting fire to everyone's hard work. I mean, and it makes me laugh.
Oh, there's definitely people I do not play multiplayer games with anymore because they do not know how to play multiplayer games on a team. Don't take my Warthog. If I say, hey, dibs on driving the Warthog, and you take my Warthog and you drive it off of a cliff 10 seconds later, I'm not gonna wanna play Halo with you anymore. Like, it's very clear, this stage stops.
A multiplayer faux pas is spray painting cock and balls on the wall while I'm playing Counter-Strike, because of course I'm gonna walk around the corner, see that cock and balls on the wall, get completely distracted, and then get killed.
And you know when you're doing something that's just asshole shit.
I remember back in the day, most of my game time spent in Battlefield 1942 was going onto the airplane spawn point and repeatedly wiping out my team as they spawned, because I was a dick.
Farting at a LAN party. Let me paint this picture for you. You're all at a table. You've been consuming Mountain Dew and pizza for 48 hours straight. Probably haven't slept. And you start to feel a little rumbling in your stomach. I will say I've won quite a few matches of Red Alert because of farting. There's no chance they would survive. I think Hitler used the same tactics.
The original faux pas, which people have literally lost friendships over this. It's from GoldenEye 64. You don't play as Oddjob. Oddjob was half the size of every other character. And in these games, they didn't really have like a way to like aim down, so you just had to like back up further and you can never actually shoot the fucker. You wanna be the guy that's Oddjob, you're gonna piss someone off.
Normally, what I can't handle, especially if you're like still learning the game and they're like, oh yeah, well that's an interesting move. You just ran your Juggernaut up and now I'm gonna run my entire infantry unit and you're dead. Good game, good game. That was pretty sweet, guys. That was pretty sweet. Did you see what I did there? It's pretty sweet, but good, nice try. Nice try, that was cute.
It's like when this guy, every time he logs into my TeamSpeak, I'm like, who even invited this guy here in the first place? I don't know him. But there he is. Every time I fucking log in, you know, you just have to give him the hints. You just gotta give him the, like, I don't like you, or leave my server, or get the fuck off here. You know, hints.
And he's just the one dude who would only use the shotgun, which he called his boomstick. And whenever he would kill somebody, he would say, "Suck on my boomstick," every time. And sometimes he'd do it with a pistol and he'd still say it. And when he'd die, he'd be like, well, you should have just sucked on my boomstick. And it happened to the point where I fired him.
Don't be a loot whore, okay? Share those loot drops, okay? You all work together to take down the boss. You don't need that staff of enchantment and stuff. Okay, you're not even a mage.
If I'm in a helicopter in Battlefield and as the passenger and you're flying and you have no idea how to fly and you just fly us off a building and crash us, I'm gonna be pissed. Don't get in a helicopter if you don't know how to fly.
If you're at a friend's house and you're playing a game with them, don't throw the controller because you lost or because you're mad. Or if you're winning, don't be a dick and put your face right here.
There's kind of like this basic shit-talking formula that everyone follows, and it usually involves a cuss word mixed with some sort of racial slur or homophobic remark. Throw in a dash of genitalia somewhere, and you take all of that and you mix it together with someone's family member. That's usually what you hear.
The N-word, and I don't mean nerd, and I don't mean nice guy or narcissist. I mean the other one with 2 G's. I have never been called that so much, and I don't understand, like, how did he even know I'm black?
Quite honestly, racial slurs and sexist comments, nothing ruins a multiplayer experience more than just really realizing how much of human society is trash.
Child gangster. N-words everywhere, F-words everywhere. Yeah, I'm yellow. I am yellow. So the N-word doesn't apply. I'm offended. You should be offended for saying it. You 12-year-old equaling you troll.
I know they're not real to you and there are, 7 billion people on the planet and 1 drip in the ocean doesn't make a difference, but it does. It hurts when you're called a jigaboo or a spook or a coon. I have the headset on and I just can feel their little 12-year-old penises like in my ear.
So a lot can go wrong with multiplayer, especially if you're a female, if you're the female persuasion. So don't talk, no talking in multiplayer. If you don't want to be harassed, don't talk. If you do talk,
deepest voice possible.
Don't have a gamer tag that is female, like Angie127653221. Don't have any pictures of yourself on any of your like avatars or accounts. And don't be female.
I would like multiplayer etiquette to kind of fall back to a classic Victorian British time period where everything was super formal. Like, you know, people enter a game and as they gather and choose their weaponry at the spawn point, it's like, by Jove, who's in charge of this endeavor? And it's like, that would be me, Gerald. And everyone's like, hello, say hello to Gerald. Hello, Gerald.
You know, I feel like the golden rule could certainly apply to multiplayer. You know, treat others as you would like to be treated. Which I guess that, you know what, that actually sounds really stupid because you're killing each other. It's murder fest, so you really can't treat others because it's murder.
You could always adopt the thumper philosophy from Bambi, which is if you can't say anything nice, then you're probably the one that shot Bambi's mom anyway, so fuck you.
I would just love there to be this sort of like, this sense of honor and duty that has been lost in most gaming, where everyone, you know, if someone's down, it's like, my goodness, Wilhelm gave his life for us. We're like, for Wilhelm! And you all charge in shouting his name. I would love to start like an entire guild of gamers that uphold that level of chivalry and sense of honor and duty amongst their friends and brethren.
I mean, you should only talk to your teammates and you should only say encouraging things. Like, hey, way to shoot that guy. Or like, way to shoot that guy in the back. Or way to throw a knife at that guy's neck. Like those kind of like positive reinforcements I think would make multiplayer a safer place.
I like to grow as a human. I like to overcome, and maybe that comes from slavery and the old Negro spiritual, we shall overcome. But you, me as an individual, I rose above, and I got on the swinging low chariot coming forth to take me home.
I don't have any faux pas. I'm a good player. I know the rules. I don't break the rules. I'm not gonna take your gun. I'm not gonna take your car. We're gonna be okay.
And there you have it, gamers. We want to know your worst multiplayer faux pas, so leave a comment here. And subscribe now, because next we're taking you to the holy grail of virtual reality with the Oculus Rift.